The fighter class in Baldur's Gate 3, which is pretty much based on D&D 5e, is a versatile class. You can build it as a tank, a damage dealer, or an archer. You could also use the fighter class to multi-class to add flavor to your current build. Hello guys, Genuine here of Genuine Gaming, and here is a video on how you can create your fighter in Baldur's Gate 3. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, and for more Baldur's Gate 3 videos, subscribe to the channel. Overview. Fighters are well versed in all manners of armor and weapon types. They also have some special skills to make those weapons more powerful, like the different kinds of maneuvers of the Battlemaster subclass. They can get up to 3 attacks in a round, and only the fighter class has this feature. The following are the noble abilities of the fighter. Fighting style. You adopt a particular style of fighting as your specialty. For the fighter, you have the following choices. Choose archery if you want to specialize in ranged weapons. It gives you a +2 bonus to attack rolls with ranged weapons. If ever you're going to build an archer, do not skip getting the sharpshooter feat. This synergizes well with the archery fighting style. If you want more AC, choose defense for the +1 bonus to AC. Dueling. If you want to specialize in weapon and shield or single-handed weapons, as you gain a +2 bonus to damage rolls with that weapon as long as no weapon is equipped on your offhand. Great weapon fighting. If you want to specialize in wielding two-handed weapons, this ability allows you to re-roll the die if ever you roll a 1 or 2 on your damage roll. Protection. If you are wielding a shield, this ability allows you to use your reaction to impose a disadvantage on enemies attacking your ally that is within a certain range. Two-weapon fighting. You can add your ability modifier to the damage when you attack using a weapon on your offhand. Second wind. You can use your bonus action to heal yourself with 1d10 plus your character level. At level 2, you gain Action Surge. Action Surge gives you another action to use for a single turn. Think of it as a 1-round haste spell, but without increasing your movement speed and not being lethargic on the next turn. Having a lethargic status will make your character unable to take actions, reactions, and move. It gets removed after 1 turn. Aside from the feats that you gain every 4 levels in each class, fighters gain an extra feat at level 6. Aside from the extra attack you gain at level 5, fighters gain an improved extra attack on level 11, allowing you to have an additional attack after attacking with your main weapon. Subclasses. The following are the subclasses of the fighter and their notable features. Battle Master. This is my favorite subclass in the fighter class, as its maneuvers add a lot of versatility to the fighter's attack. At level 3, you gain 4 superiority dice, and you can choose 3 maneuvers. Your superiority dice are D8s. These dice are added to the damage you dealt when using maneuvers. You can regain these dice after a short rest. The following are my recommended maneuvers for the Battle Master: Disarming Strike, Feinting Attack, Riposte, Trip Attack, Pushing Attack, and Rally. At level 7, you gain 1 additional superiority dice and you get to choose 2 additional maneuvers. At level 10, your superiority dice is now D10 instead of D8. At level 11, you get to choose another 2 maneuvers. If you're going for this subclass, I would suggest going for a full Battlemaster build with ability scores of 17 Strength, 16 Constitution, and 14 Dexterity. You can even go down to 10 Dexterity points because you're going to wear heavy armor. The downside of lowering your dexterity to 10 is you will get low initiative scores. That is why I would suggest to put it at 14. Then you go for the following feats: Heavy Armor Master and Great Weapon Master. If you're planning to wield a glaive or a pike, Sentinel and Pole Arm Master is a way to go. Eldritch Knight. If you want a fighter that can cast spells, Eldritch Knight is an option for you, especially if you do not want to multi-class. At 3rd level, you gain spellcasting ability. By description, Eldritch Knight is a 1/3 spellcaster, meaning his spellcaster level is increased every 3 levels. So at level 6, he becomes a spellcaster level 2. At level 9, he becomes a spellcaster level 3. And at level 12, he is a spellcaster level 4. That would mean if you go for a full Eldritch Knight build, the highest spell that you could cast is level 2, which is pretty much underwhelming. They're going to use their intelligence for their spell casting ability. Other features Eldritch Knights have are, at level 3, they get Weapon Bond. It binds the weapon in your main hand. The weapon can't be knocked out of your hand and it automatically returns to you when thrown. At level 7, they gain a War Magic ability. And they cast a cantrip. They can make a weapon attack using a bonus action. At level 10, they gain Eldritch Strike ability. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, it has a disadvantage on its next saving throw against a spell you can cast before the end of your next turn. If ever you want a fighter that can cast spells, I would suggest Eldritch Knight only up to level 6. Then you multiclass into Wizard. With Wizard, you can level up quicker as a spellcaster. If you're going for this build by character level 9, you can now cast powerful level 3 spells like Haste, Fireball, and Lightning. All you need to do is to look for those spells and copy them in your spellbook. For your stat, I would suggest going for 16 Strength, 16 Intelligence, 14 Constitution, and 10 Dexterity. Then improve your intelligence up to 18 or 20 when you level up. You can always drink Elixir of Hail Giant Strength if you want some boost for your strength. Then we have the Champion subclass. I feel the Champion subclass is pretty bland compared to Battlemaster and Eldritch Knight. When I say pretty bland, what I mean is the playstyle. They're still good as a subclass as the Champion can be a better damage dealer compared to Battlemaster if the Champion is built correctly, as they have improved critical hits at level 3, making critical hits with a roll of 19. This ability stacks with those weapons and gears that lower critical hit rolls. So go and look for those gears and equip them on your champion for more critical hits. And if you're going for this build, go for the half-orc race, for they have the Savage Attack trait. Savage Attack allows the half-orc to roll an additional weapons damage dice and add it to the extra damage of the critical hit. So if you are a half-orc wielding a great sword with 2d6 damage and you scored a critical hit, so you roll 2d6 for the damage, another 2d6 for the critical hit score, and another 2d6 for the roll Savage Attack, with a total of 6d6 every time you roll a critical hit. And since the Champion subclass makes critical hit easier, you can roll, therefore, more critical hits compared to other classes. Other abilities of the Champion, like the Remarkable Athlete at level 7, are not remarkable at all in combat. At level 10, you gain an additional fighting style, which is quite useless in the late game. So if ever you go for this build, multi-class Rogue as a sneak attack damage rolls are also doubled if it is called after a critical hit. This also works with Paladin's Divine Smite. Conclusion. The Fighter is a decent class in Baldur's Gate 3. Building a fighter class is easy compared to other classes. If you are a beginner, I would suggest going for the fighter class, and for more fun in the game, go for the Battlemaster subclass. And if you want to multi-class into fighter, go for the Champion subclass. So that's about this video. See you in the next video. Ciao!